So I'm currently at my dad's house and we're building a pond. And I'm in like a 52,000 pound excavator. I think it's a Sani, I might be pronouncing that wrong. We rented it for a couple days. And Riley's in the 427 loader. And I'm kind of just feeding him as he brings it to our dump site. So this is the first pond that I've ever done or anything big like this. This is actually the first time I'm operating an actual big size excavator. And it's definitely pretty fun. I've always wanted to do it. So we've always had water kind of in the low spot of my dad's property. And it's always been somewhat of a pond. There's always, you know, a few feet of water. It's always really dirty and gross. But it never really goes dry. So we always kind of thought that it'd be a good idea to dig it out and try to make an actual pond. Haven't hit any big rocks yet. It's kind of a more gravelly patch over here, and it's more clay over here. So I don't know anything about pond digging, like I said, but I'm assuming clay would be best because it would kind of help hold the water in. I mean, obviously, if you want to put trout in it or whatever, you'd probably put some gravel on the bottom. So I'm not sure how deep I'm going to make it. Probably as deep as I possibly can. Hopefully we can potentially hit a vein of water, have it slowly puddle in. But my goal is to basically pack down a slope almost so it's drivable with our track skid steer. We also have that. Kobe's behind us helping Riley out. But as you can see, I've kind of been patting down the slope here. And I don't want to make it too crazy steep. And I also don't want to make it not steep enough either. So I don't really want vegetation growing like crazy in it. So I kind of wanted to make this video to kind of go over the goals of my business and talk a little bit about where I want to get to, where I currently am now. So back a few years ago now, when I actually started running the company, my goal was essentially to be as big as possible. I envisioned like 10 to 20 guys full-time year-round, big excavation work, house lots, get into septic, stuff like that. Also have a hardscape crew, a mowing crew, a landscape crew, so I wanted to be extremely busy with a ton of work with a lot of guys. Kind of the past year I've been thinking the opposite. I've been thinking more about maybe just 2 crews. I might get done the landscaping in general and just focus on hardscape and excavation. And that way kind of I have less stress in my life. It can be a much more manageable, easygoing running company other than having a million things going on all at once. But the point is, I really enjoy hardscape, but I enjoy excavation even more. So if I could get more into that, that would be awesome. So we currently have 3 skid steers, we have a loader, and 1 mini excavator. So we currently have 5 trucks, 3 dump trucks, 2 pickup trucks. I got a couple of 550s, I got 1 750, and I have a luxury Duramax and a just single cab work package 7.3. And as far as the truck fleet goes, you know, I might want to get probably a couple more trucks. I'd like to have 1 more luxury pickup truck, and I'd like to also get a tri-axle dump truck, something big in the future. I mean, with our 3 dump trucks currently, we can haul about as much as a tri-axle, but obviously you got 3 things of, you got 3 trucks driving down the road instead of 1. So if I can get a tri-axle for a bigger job, say like this, that'd be great. As far as equipment goes, I'd like to get 1 more loader, 1 more decent plowing contract. That would allow me to hire 1 more guy full-time. So we currently have 4 guys full-time, and I'd really like to have like 5 or 6. And that's quite the downsize from what I was thinking. But like I said, it's gonna be a lot less stressful in my life. Just to hope that's a big fucking rock. Just to keep it a little bit more manageable and easygoing, and still have fun at the same time. And I'd really like to get a middle-sized excavator. Obviously, I don't need or want anything this big right now. I'll just rent them out when I need them. But if I could get something that weighed 20,000 or so pounds, maybe up to 25,000 pounds, that'd be great. Because that's basically what my 750 can haul. So anytime I want to get into septic or maybe like a small house lot, I can actually do it without having to rent something. So definitely a middle-sized excavator is on my mind. I've kind of been looking around, and everything's crazy right now as far as pricing goes. So I'm probably going to wait on that for a little bit, maybe a year or 2, maybe even 3. But those are kind of my goals right now, is essentially to plateau the company, maybe to get like 1 more good plowing contract and hire another guy and kind of start getting into more stuff like this. I mean, this is really fun. I mean, I could do this every day non-stop, no problem. I mean, hardscape's really satisfying and fun too, but it can be hard work at times. And this is just really easy and fun. It's laid back, it's not stressful. Hardscape's pretty stressful because, you know, everything's gonna be perfect, you know. Excavation, I mean, obviously it needs to be perfect too, but it's not like to the extent of hardscape. You know, hardscape requires a lot of you being on your hands and knees and getting everything down absolutely perfect every little inch, when excavation's more like getting everything perfect from up in your cab. So those are my business goals right now, just overall. Obviously, I love what I'm doing, and I'm happy the size I am, so I kind of want to keep it that way. Maybe just a little bit bigger. So I'm kind of hoping we get some blue clay here. I was told, and I could be completely wrong, I was told that if you do find blue clay, that's a good sign, and you're going to have no problem. God, I can't. Well, it's probably not a ledge. It's probably not rock. It's probably ledge. We do have a lot of ledge here, I know. We did our pool here. It was a nightmare. We had to get a big excavator about this size with a hammer on it. So that's probably what I'm hitting. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. But. So I have a 8,500 pound excavator right now, and when I first bought it, I brought it here and I just started digging. And I made it about 8 feet deep. And it holds 8 feet of water, no problem in the spring, but it does dwindle down to like 3 feet in dry times. But it still always really has water in it. I was kind of hoping I could bring a couple trucks in here and load them, but it is pretty wet and shitty, so that might not be the best idea. As far as my YouTube goals, obviously I don't have shit for subscribers. I literally have like 120, so no one watches my videos to begin with. But I do feel like I could potentially get a good YouTube channel going. I love making videos, I love doing drone stuff, I love all that stuff. It's extremely fun to me. You know, I just get so busy and stressed out sometimes I don't even think about, you know, videotaping jobs and doing stuff like that. But I would love, I mean, it would be my dream to have, you know, a YouTube channel like some of my guys I watch. I watch like Ken White Construction, I watch Dirt Ninja, and Dirt Ninja is literally the state next to me, so I mean, if he can do it, so can I. You know, I have to the point now where I got a lot of equipment, a lot of good jobs, and obviously, I got really good cameras and stuff now. So it's just a matter of getting my videos so actual people watch them instead of like, you know, all my friends and family, which is great, but, you know, I would like to get a legit YouTube channel going. I mean, I would even be happy if I had, you know, 1,000 subscribers, you know, let alone, you know, 100,000 subscribers, you know, that would be insane, but I do feel like I have the potential to make good YouTube content and actually have a lot of people follow our company online, and I would love to do that. It's just a matter of actually getting people, you know, whether it's out of state or far away, to actually view them and see and actually get them to subscribe. And I'm not sure how to really do that. So I'm going to just upload a lot. A lot of it's just going to be garbage stuff, you know, little tiny 1-minute movies that I make in 20 minutes, if that. So I'm just going to upload a lot. Try to subscribe to and comment on a lot of other people's stuff that, you know, are like me in my field of work. And hopefully you can go somewhere. So, end game for me, kind of, you know, I'm probably overthinking stuff like this, but, you know, I'm thinking long term, you know, what I'm going to do with my life when I'm my dad's age and all that stuff. And I know I don't want to be insanely busy and insanely stressed out when I'm my dad's age, so I'd like to build something where that I can kind of have either somebody else manage or multiple people manage, and I kind of do the easy, you know, I don't need to be there. I do the easier type of stuff. And kind of looking into almost like an elderly trailer park idea. So essentially, you know, I get big equipment that I need for my company that I'm going to have. And if I could buy land build elderly trailer parks. I honestly don't want to deal with my generation of people. I just want to deal with elderly people. If I could do a trailer park, and obviously I do all the earthwork, all the septic. I could do all the plowing in the winter. I could do all the lawn maintenance, all the slabs, everything. And then they bring in their own trailer, and they just have a lot fee. Now, to me, that sounds really manageable. There's ledge everywhere here. Probably not going to be able to make this very deep. right now, that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of almost like my game plan as far as, you know, 20, 30 years from now doing. And obviously a lot of things could change, you know. I've thought about storage units. I've thought about even like apartments, but I don't think that's the way to go. I think something easy to manage from far away, because I don't want to live around here, would be best. That still makes me okay or decent money. You know, obviously plowing a hospital, probably I'm not going to want to take care of that when I'm like 50, 60 years old. So that's kind of my game plan as far as that goes, my company. But the point of this video is to kind of show that at my age right now, the current state that I'm in, my goals are to essentially plateau, have the business be the same size, if not maybe a little bit bigger, 1 or 2 more guys, and just do good jobs of what I'm doing right now. Weed out the shit and keep the good stuff. You know, if you would have asked me that 2 years ago, I would have told you something completely different. I told you if I wanted to have the biggest business in town, and that's great and all, and I'm sure I'd make more money and have more wealth, but at what cost? You know, it's going to cost my health. It's going to cause me to have a heart attack at 35. So just trying to focus on what really matters and being happy and having fun. And obviously, I mean, I know I don't have really any subscribers, but if there are some people that are watching my stuff and have any advice or what you want to see, let me know in the comments down below, and that way I can prioritize on stuff like that.